You want to go to university, but you don't want to pay extortionate tuition fees. I've got you, don't worry. And you also want to learn in English because you might not speak German, Italian, or French. So that's also a consideration that I've got your back. Before I go on though, don't forget to like and follow for more. Anyway, let's look at the University of Turin. This offers some programs in English. For the undergraduate level, you have business management, economics and finance with data science, global law, and transnational legal studies. For the postgraduate master's degree, you have a plethora of degrees. I mean, you have global studies for international cooperation. You have AI and high performance computing technologies. This will be absolutely great for those of you that want to work in tech. You have AI for biomedicine and healthcare, biotechnological and chemical sciences and diagnostics, biotech and neuroscience, business administration, cellular and molecular biology, as well as economics. You also have European legal studies, you have material science, molecular biotechnology, and of course, for those of you that want to work in finance, quantitative finance and insurance. A lot of you will be interested in this. Bearing in mind, you can probably do this degree for up to free, not including the university fees that you pay. This will all be calculated based on your GDP at purchasing power parity. That's a mouthful, I know. But what they do is they means test to see if you can afford to pay the highest tuition fee, which isn't too high compared to other UK universities, as well as other courses that they offer, such as philosophy, smart agriculture, and urban and political geography. On top of that, they also offer medicine and surgery in English. You will be able to study for a full medicine degree for a fraction of the cost in the UK. I would absolutely take this on as one of the best medicine degrees that I found for you guys for pretty much free. Now, when I say pretty much free, what I mean is that you will have to pay student fees, enrollment fees, but the tuition will be so low, depending where you come from, you might not have to pay any tuition fee. But even if you had to pay the maximum tuition fee, which is €1,000 a year, this degree will cost you up to €6,000 for a medicine degree. That's not too bad. And at the lowest it could cost you, it could be €3,000. But obviously check the small print as you apply. Now that we've got the university information out of the way, let's have a look at the actual university campus itself and consider where it is in Turin. Now, it sits quite centrally to the city, which is quite nice. And we're in the university. And obviously the university is close to the center as well. So it's actually quite interesting. So this is clearly the university building and this is just the city. The architecture in Italy is actually amazing. I'm not going to lie. This is quite cool. It looks like there's a tram that goes through the center as well. That's quite interesting. Okay, let's go back. This is one of the squares of the university buildings. And honestly, this is so cool. Imagine studying here, just walking around on your lunch break. What's not to like? Generally speaking, Turin will offer you super cheap accommodation. The cost of living won't be too high compared to being in the UK. So don't worry too much about the general cost of being in Italy. It's going to be comparably cheaper than being in the UK. And as you can see, you can find rooms for less than €400 a month. You even had one here between 280 to 555 a month, including utilities. That is quite a deal. And when we compare Turin to a metropolitan city like Manchester in the UK, you see that the cost of living, including rent, is 21.6% lower than Manchester. And restaurant prices are lower. Grocery prices are also lower. The local purchasing power in Turin is 20% lower than in Manchester. That means that your money will absolutely go further if you're coming from the UK, obviously. But this is quite a good deal because the tuition is low. The tuition is not that high, so you will save money and you'll still get a high standard of education from an Italian institution, which will absolutely help you get employed. So when we're finally looking at it, you will be able to go to this university pretty much for free or for low tuition. It will be means tested based on where you come from and your family situation, obviously. But anyway, I think this is an absolute bargain deal for anyone out there who wants to go to university but might not have the funds to take on the tuition debt. What do you think? Do you agree? Do you disagree? Which university do you want to see next? Don't forget to give my page a follow, guys. Good luck.